Hi, my name's Moriah Barton, and today I'm going to be showing you what is in my first aid kit. This is the bag. It's green. It says first aid on it. And there's 3 compartments, so there's a lot of space for everything you might need. Let's get into it. So first I have sterile gauze, and the 2 main purposes for having this in my first aid kit is it can be used as a wound dressing, and it also absorbs fluids. Say you need to pack a bullet wound or cover someone that's bleeding, it helps kind of absorb and things like that, and I have different sizes, so yeah. So next I have 2 white trash bags, and the main purposes of these being in my first aid kit is to dispose of trash, obviously, and it can also be used as like coverage for, say you broke your arm and it's raining out. You don't want it to get even more wet and exposed to the elements, so you can kind of use it as coverage for certain injuries and things like that. So that's why I have this. So next I have a thermal blanket. It's so cute in this little package. I haven't opened it. And this can prevent hypothermia and shock, and it also protects you from the elements because it's waterproof and windproof, and it creates a barrier against snow, cold gusts of wind, things like that. So in those types of situations, it's good to have one of these. So moving on to this pocket, in this little section right here, I have a bunch of Band-Aids. I have 4 of these slightly bigger finger Band-Aids. I have about 16 of these little bit smaller ones right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Then I also have these tape little nose guys. I think there's 40 of them. And here's just some more, and then I have a cutie little one, and then I also have 2 of these guys and 4 of these guys. And the purpose of having Band-Aids in your first aid kit is to protect minor cuts and scrapes, and it also holds the wound edges together, kind of creating a more either seamless scar or just faster healing. So yeah, it's always good to have Band-Aids in your first aid kit, let me tell you. And then in these other pockets, I have hand sanitizer, a spray hand sanitizer. The purpose of this is to disinfect your hands, either before or after working with somebody that could possibly be contaminated. It's also good for cleaning other surfaces like your phone, maybe your door handle, like just things like that. So I feel like there's a lot of good use for hand sanitizer. It also helps you smell better, like, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's good to have in there. And then I also have eye drops. These are my favorite kind of eye drops. It's always good to have more eye drops. My eyes get dry. And then I have these in here as well. I believe it's a type of painkiller, but yeah, they're just cute little pills. And then I also have some Q-tips and cotton swabs, as well as more Q-tips and a little nail file. You never know. So yeah, this is what it looks like, kind of all put together. Everything has a spot and it's secure. So yeah. So in this center part, I have alcohol prep pads, and the main use for these and having them in my first aid kit is minor wound care, cleaning small cuts and scrapes. Also, injection site preparation. It sterilizes the skin before injecting anything. If someone needs to draw blood, just like anything like that, they're really good to have. In this pocket, I also have antiseptic wipes, as well as insect sting relief. I also have 3 packs of ibuprofen, non-aspirin, and electrolyte tablets. So they're all kind of organized like that. Super cute. So moving on to the other side, I have 3 Ziploc bags, and the main purpose for these is to safely dispose of contaminated items, whether that be like used gauze or bandages. Say there's like nails around the area, just to get rid of it safely. It can also help protect documents that the person might have, and keep them dry and safe. So yeah, it's always good to have Ziploc bags. The next thing I have in here is instant ice packs, and these can reduce swelling and inflammation. It's like cold therapy, constricts blood vessels, decreasing blood flow in the area, which helps lower swelling and inflammation. It also helps soothe pain. The colds can help numb the area, providing immediate pain relief, so it's good to have these. I also have hand warmers, and these are good to keep your hands warm, especially like if the environment is just so bad and you have no way to warm up your hands or your feet. You could put it in your socks, you could put it on under your shirt, things like that. So yeah. And then the last thing I have in this pocket is a bag of fresh water, because yeah, you never know. This is what this compartment looks like all put away. Yes. So in this back compartment, there's 2 spots where I have things. In this first pocket, I have chewable aspirin, and chewable aspirin is good in situations where you think someone might be having a heart attack because it actually absorbs faster into the bloodstream, which is important in emergency situations. So it's good if you suspect heart attack symptoms, and some of these can be chest pain, shortness of breath, pain in the arms, back, neck, or jaw. And so having this is really good. Also, I have Narcan, which can save someone's life in a overdose situation. I also have 2 pairs of gloves, and gloves are used to obviously protect your hands. They can protect your hands from transmitting diseases or receiving diseases. It can also act as kind of a layer in situations where there might be a lot of glass. It might not be the most helpful, but it's better to have some than not. I also have more disinfectant wipes in here, as well as some more band-aids of different sizes and shapes. So yeah, that's what's in this pocket right here. So in this last pocket, I have quite a few items that I fit kind of all in this mesh part that I have laid out here. So yeah. First, I have scissors, and these can be used to cut gauze or tape or bandages, or cut them to size. It can also be used to remove clothing to help get to a wound or area that needs help. Next, I have hand sanitizer to clean your hands and to also disinfect tools. Next, I have this little mini flashlight. Oh, it works, I promise. And this can be used to clearly see in low light and also signal for help. Next, I have waterproof matches, and these can be used to start a fire and also help boil water or disinfect metal or tools. Next, I have this ace bandage as well as this one, and these can be used to wrap and support sprains and also hold dressings or splints. And then there's 2 safety pins in this bag as well, and this can be used to fasten bandages as well as remove splinters or ticks. I also have a lighter in here as well that can be used to start a fire or sterilize things, but yeah, it works. Next, I have a Sharpie, and this can be used to label items or write notes, and it can also be used to mark medical information on the person, or with those Ziploc bags I have to identify who those items belong to. I also have 2 rolls of gauze to cover and protect wounds from dirt, and also to apply pressure to control bleeding. Next, I have a whistle to signal for help if you're injured and you can't shout. Having whistles great, and also to alert others of your location during an emergency. Next, I have tweezers, and these can be used to remove splinters, glass, or debris from wounds, and they can also be used to handle sterile materials without contaminating them. They're so cute. Next, I have waterproof adhesive tape, and this can be used to secure bandages or gauze even when wet, and it also can be used to create makeshift splints or seal wounds in damp or outdoor conditions. And the last thing I have is lip balm by Laneige. It's my favorite. And yeah, just in case, you never know. And this is what that last pocket looks like. So that was what was in my first aid kit. I hope you enjoyed this video.